taken through the University of Illinois or affiliated programs. This researcher saw Cynthia is a senior student in the College of Business Honors Program. She's graduating with a degree in marketing.
Wow. Before this group today to receive this award, I wanted to frame my brief speech tonight with some lines from one of my favorite poems by Mother Teresa of Calcutta. The poem is called Life is Life, and it begins, life is an opportunity, take it. I want to thank the International Program and Studies Department, as well as the University of Illinois, for not only selecting me as a recipient of this award, but also for presenting the opportunities for me to visit 30 countries and participate in 5 organized international programs in my 4 years on campus. Life is a game. Play it. I spent the summer after my freshman year in North Africa and Morocco, teaching English as a third language to underprivileged kids. One day we learned about occupations. I asked my students to list out some occupations and I read them on the board. And they excitedly shouted, teacher, bus driver, baker. I wanted to teach them more and asked, well, what job are you if you take care of people who are sick? If you want to go into space and do research? If you want people to follow the law? So that day I taught them about a police officer, a lawyer, an astronaut, and a doctor. They wrote down in their notes those words, and one of my students said, but teacher, we can't be any of these things. And that day I learned about inequality. People are often born into privilege and handed their circumstances. These students were sitting before me and had the perseverance and curiosity to learn a language. People everywhere are given a different set of rules, and they must work within that context to create the life they want to live. Life is a duty, performance. Spent the summer after my sophomore year working for the only nonprofit in India dedicated to road safety. On one trip, I traveled with 30 of my Indian university friends from the north to the south of India, 2-day journey. We were in the Delhi train station waiting for a 6 a.m. train, and we peered around us and saw 500 to 600 people sleeping on the train station, homeless. I saw women in their colorful, dusty saris with their children sleeping on their bag of possessions. One of my Indian friends went, "This is my country, what can I do about it?" My thought then was, "This is my world, what can I do about it?" Realize that duty is not confined by family, community, or national boundaries, but rather they extend beyond that. When I returned, I joined my ISIC Illinois student organization presidency on campus. I felt it was my duty to bring back rather than from around the world. I wanted to share my experience with as many colleagues at the University of Illinois as I could, and push them to create their own experience to create change where they saw it was needed. Because it was our duty. Life is a beauty. Admire it. Took off this past fall semester to work with another nonprofit in Brazil, working with kids in areas of high social risk, living in the favela slums. During one of the graduation programs of a reading program, one of the younger girls asked me to take a picture with her graduation cap to show her family. She smiled at me and pointed to my colorful bracelets I've collected from around the world, and she pointed to her colorful plastic bracelets on her right hand. With a beaming smile, she said, "É igual," in Portuguese. It is important for me to make a connection with the local people whenever I travel. And I saw the beauty and innocence of children, and within there I saw the spirit of hope for our future. Just like a local cycle taxi driver in Cambodia told me in an explanation of his shirt, we are all the same but different. Life is love, savor it. I wanted to end by giving an additional thank you to my nominators, College of Business Dean John Hederman and Christine Godskar. Thank you for being my mentors from day one when I stepped on this campus. To my parents and my sister, thank you for supporting my crazy endeavors. I wanted to briefly say something that I learned when I was during Thanksgiving in Brazil. That I'm thankful for the decisions I have made and that my parents have made before me to get me to where I am today. And finally, I wanted to thank you to all the people not in the room from across the world who've given me an opportunity to conclude this speech with Mother Teresa's final line of her poem, "Life is life. Stand up for it."